welcome. I'm Lauren, and today I'm continuing my book collection series, and this time my focus is on all of the books by various Asian artists. Once again, I'll be showing the pages that I've colored as well as pages that I would like to color in the future. I have seen from my previous videos that my collection of pages that I want to color is just getting bigger and bigger. So many pages, so little time. Anyway, let's get started. The first artist in my collection is Kanoko Egusa. Kanoko Egusa is a Japanese artist who mainly focuses on drawing animals and flowers and plants. While her animals are realistic in appearance, she sometimes personifies them. So they wear human clothes and they engage in human activities and find themselves in human-like situations. If I remember correctly, she has 8 books. She has Menuet de Bonheur, Rhapsody in the Forest, Symphony of Cute Animals, Waltz with the Seasons, and her newest book is Leon's Journey. She also has 3 Coloring Heaven issues, Secret World of Animals, Animal Wonderland, and Enchanted Animals. Of those 3, I only have Animal Wonderland, and the majority of pages in it are also in Symphony of Cute Animals. Anyway, the first book I want to talk about is Rhapsody in the Forest. This is the first book of Kanoko Egusa that I purchased, and so it has quite a few colored pages. I think I've colored 5. The first one is the title page. So here I used Prismacolor pencils on all of the elements, and then I used soft pastels in the background, and then I took an eraser and erased the circles to make a bouquet effect in the background. I'm really pleased with the way this page came out. I think it's beautiful with all the pinks and the purples and the blues. The next page that I've colored is this one. It is the clock house with the squirrels. This was the first page that I colored after purchasing this book, and I think my squirrels came out fantastically. It was my first attempt at doing flicking fur. I have long considered doing a background for this page, but I've been afraid to do so because I don't want to ruin it. Nevertheless, I think it's time that I think of something to do in the background so that I can make the other elements on the page pop, but I'm still wary of doing that. We'll see. The next page that I've colored is this one, the Autumn Owls. Again, this is with Prismacolors, and I first did the background with different shades of purple. I tend to do my backgrounds first so that I can see what other colors will work with the background, and that's what I did here. And then I colored the orange physalis buds that are there, and then I did the owls with the lots of flicking motions, and I'm very pleased with how they look. This one looks so serious, and this one looks kind of, I don't know, disturbed about something, but together they remind me of Laurel and Hardy. Yeah. The next one that I did was the most recent, and that is this reindeer page. I wanted the background to look like a Christmas sweater, but I didn't want it to be red because I knew that I wanted the background to the reindeer to be purple, and I thought that red would clash with the purple, so I decided on blue. The whole page is colored with Castle Arts 120 pencils, except that I based the background with watercolor markers first, and then I went on top of it with Castle Arts pencils. Okay, I'm quite pleased with that page. And then the last page that I colored is this one. I think that this is one of the most gorgeous pages I've ever colored. I love the soft pastel effect that I got, especially in the background, the merging of the colors. Sometimes colors mixed together like this can get dirty looking, but I really like how this turned out. And I want to continue with this color palette and style on the other side of the page. I think that it's supposed to be a double page spread, Yes, actually, yeah, I can see it definitely is supposed to be a double page spread, but I did the side quite a while ago. Nevertheless, I'm going to try and replicate the color scheme on this side. Maybe next month. We're still in spring, so maybe I will do that. Yeah, anyway, those are the pages that I've colored, and one I want to color, and then there are two others that I really want to color. One is this cute birthday cake with the mice. I love this page. I love the strawberries. I really enjoy coloring strawberries and berries. And yeah, I want to color this one. I see a white cake with pink frosting and brown mice, and then the berries and the leaves. And another one that I really want to do is this cat for Halloween, the pumpkin cat. This is actually the picture that made me buy this book. So I saw lots of pictures, lots of versions of this page on Instagram, and it is what actually encouraged me to buy the book. So I want to do this one as well. Okay. So I also have Kingdom of Curious Creatures, which is the US edition of Minuet de Bonheur. I've colored 3 pages in this book. The first is, is the Autumn Owls, another Autumn Owls. I seem to have a thing for owls. So yeah, I colored this page using, I think it's polychromos pencils. Yeah, I absolutely love the way this page came out. And now that I'm looking at it, these squirrels are very similar to the squirrels in Rhapsody in the Forest. That's very interesting, but I did them completely differently, which is nice. I like that I got 3 different colors for my owls. This cardinal came out just fantastically. And yeah, I love this page. A technique that I used on this page is to put down pencils, and then on top of the pencils to use watercolor markers for extra shading. So you can put down the marker and then smudge it with a Q-tip and you get some extra shading. So that's a technique that I learned from coloring with Olivier. She did it on this page, and I liked it, so I also did that. So that's the first page that I've colored in this one. The next one that I've colored is this page. Unfortunately, I can see that the spine of my book is separating, so I'm going to try and be very careful with it because I don't want the pages to start falling out. Anyway, so the other page that I did is the bunny nursery. So we have these 2 cute little bunnies in their nursery with their tent and their books and their toys. I love the bright tent that I got, the glowing tent and the snowy windows, snowing outside, but they're all snug in their nursery. I love this page too. And another one that I've colored is this one, the robins in the garden. So we have these, I think they're anemones, and the little village and the robins by the river or dam. Yes, I love this page too. Beautiful page. Anyway, some pages in this book that I still like to color. So the first one is Little Red Riding Hood. There is a version of this page colored by Chris Cheng that I'd like to follow along with, because I'm not sure that I'm really good at coloring deer, and hers is absolutely beautiful. So I think I might try and follow her color along. Another one that I want to color is the Parfait hamsters. I think they're hamsters. Yeah, so this image always makes me hungry. Every time I look at it, I need to eat ice cream. And this looks like lotus biscuits and strawberries and banana slices. Oh, it's definitely making me hungry. So I want to color this one in pastel colors, and then the cup will be a good way to practice coloring glass. And one other that I'd like to color is this one, the cherry blossom rabbit. He looks so majestic, this rabbit. He's very busy, and he's going somewhere. he's got a bag, I think going shopping, but I love this this one. And I want to, these are almond blossoms. So cherry blossoms, almond blossoms. Yeah, I see this page in pinks and pastel greens. Yeah, so that's another page that I want to color in this book. Okay, so those are my Kanoko Egusa books. The next artist that I have is Daria Song, and I have The Night Voyage. The Night Voyage is book 3, I think, in a series of books. One of them is called The Time Garden, and I can't remember what the other one is called. If I remember, I'll put it up on screen. I have colored 2 pages in this book, and I'm currently working on a third. The pages that I've colored are this one. Most of the pages in this book are double page spreads. And so I have, I've colored the carriage with all the gifts and the cloudy sky. For this, I used neocolors in the background with color soft pencils on top. And then the carriage is Prismacolors. And so is the gifts and everything else. Everything else is Prismacolors, but it's color soft on top of neocolors for the background. Another one that I did in this book is the next page, also a double page spread. It's, again, the carriage, but this time leaving, yes, and waving goodbye. The girl is waving goodbye, and she has these paper cranes that are following her. And I added in the Brooklyn Bridge to the page so that it would be like a skyline and a city that she's waving goodbye to. And here we've got the sunset. And again, it is Neocolor 2s and then color soft pencils on top, and then Prismacolor for the cranes and for the carriage. The page that I've started and have not yet completed is the pipeline, the present pipeline. Also, Neocolor 2 in the background with Castle Arts, not Castle Arts, with Color Soft on top, and Prismacolor for the pipeline. I had to stop coloring this page because I hurt my arm. I tore the ligament in my shoulder, and coloring was difficult for a while, but now that I'm back to coloring, I want to get back to this page. So some pages that I'd like to color. There's this one in the beginning, the teddy bear and the girl at the window. As I said, most of the pages in this book are double page spreads, so it's they're projects. And another one that I want to color is this one. This is an interesting page. So actually, there's not much on it. There's this cat, and then there's the stars in the background. And this is a page that can have things added to it. So I've been thinking about what to add to this page. One possibility is to do a gradient sky. Another possibility is to do like puzzle pieces. I've seen a couple of pages that have taken these types of backgrounds, these wallpaper type backgrounds, and drawn puzzle pieces onto it, and then colored some of it, and some of it left white. So that's an interesting idea that I've been considering. But yeah, I want to do something special with this kind of page. The next artist is Eriy. I have 3 of Eriy's books. All of them are in the Romantic Country series, but I've only colored one, which is The First Tale, because I had it in my head that I would finish one book completely and then I would move on to the others, but that is not working out for me. So I'm going to actually stop that and actually color in the other 2. So this is actually the book in my collection that I've colored the most. I've colored, I think, 21 pages in it, and all of them using Prismacolors. So this is the first one. Okay, I try and keep them protected. So this was one of the first pages that I colored in this book, and I tried a cloudy background and shadows being cast because the sun is shining, and having a shadow on the ground and here in the water, and shadow from the bridge being cast onto the water. So I was really trying to figure out lights and shadows when I colored this page. Okay. Then we have, the clock cleaning. Yes, so the boy is inside the clock that's on this page, and he's cleaning it. And this was a lot of gold. So I think I wore down my sienna brown pencil doing this page. So again, it's Prismacolors, and I wanted to get the gold effect. And here I've got the galaxy and the sky and the cute little duck. I think her name is Josette, holding the lantern. So I love this page. It came out beautifully. Okay, another one that I've colored is this one. Okay, so it's the fish restaurant, the seafood restaurant, and the tea house. I was inspired by Always Coloring, Katrine from Always Coloring, who unfortunately passed away a few years ago, but she colored this page with a similar color scheme, and she used ink tints on the roof with the stippling effect, and so I watched her tutorial and did the roofs the way that she did it. Yeah, and I think it came out beautifully. Then I've done the sweets. Oh, another page to make me hungry. All these fabulous desserts. So we have, yes, the opera cake and the savarin and the tart and all the different French desserts, that are making me hungry. Okay. I don't know if you can hear the wind blowing. It's really windy outside. This is the page I finished most recently. It's the Secret Alley. So here we have, it's based with ink tints. All the buildings are based with ink tints, and then it's Prismacolor on top. And here for the stone paving, I drew in the stones and then colored them in. And I added also these bushes with the flowers. It's modeled after the alleys of Santorini. So the blue houses and the narrow alleyways. Okay, and another one that I've colored, as you can see, there are quite a few. Another one that I've colored is the Manor House. So it is Prismacolors, and then I got this blue wool and the purple wainscoting on the windows, and then you've got the sky is black acrylic pen, and I added in the moon. And this page demonstrates one of the problems with the paper in this book, and that is the pink pencils seep through to the other side. So I am going to have to find a way to cover over the pink that has stained the opposite side of the page. The fact that these are stamps might make it a bit easier for me to do that, but I'm going to have a really dark background, maybe acrylic paint for the background in some color, and then maybe gold frames, and then try to color in the stamp so that it covers over the pink pencil. That is very unfortunate, but it's one of the problems with pink pencils in general, and it's a problem with the paper in this book. Okay, another page that I've done is this one. It's the drawing room. So again, the background is based with ink tints, and then it's Prismacolors on top, and everything else is Prismacolors. So I really like how I got my pink curtains in this page. I love this color scheme. The photo that I took of it for Instagram does not do it justice, but in person it looks much better. Another page that I've done is this double page spread with all the animal photos and paintings. I love animals. And so I took a couple of, I think it was a couple of weeks, and I just colored one every day. That's what I did. And then I used Neocolor 2 for the background to make it this old paper style background. This was fun. I enjoyed coloring these portraits. Next one is this one, the folk costumes. So I decided to go with a brown and green color scheme for these folk costumes. So I wanted to replicate the colors in the man's outfit and in the woman's outfit and in the poncho. And then I again tried to do like an old page type background. This time it is with watercolor pencils. Yeah, I like that page too. Okay, next we have Little Red Riding Hood, or I turned her into Little Red Riding Hood. So she's going to Grandma's cottage, yes, with her basket and Josette. I'm assuming that the wolf is either waiting for her or she has not encountered him. Yeah, and then here too, the problem with the pink. Yes, it's actually the Dahlia purple pencil that does this. And next we have camping. So we have the two boys camping at night, and they've made their own fire and making pancakes in their tent. And I like the glowing sky that I got, and the teddy bear and the grass. Yeah, also a nice page. This is actually the page that I'm going to try and color this month. We'll see. It's a page I want to do. Then we have the treehouse page on the handkerchief. So I followed a tutorial by Chris Cheng to do this page, especially the sky and the trees. So the next one I completed is this mountain pass. So here I wanted to have a glowing sunset, and I wanted it to be reflected in the stream. So I tried to get that effect, and I think I did pretty well. Then we have the snow on the trees and the snow on the ground and the mountain, and I think this page came out really lovely, and I'm happy with it. Okay, next we have this double page. Now, they're not actually a double page spread, they're each a single page, but I've finished both. This is one that I colored early on in my coloring journey, and I tried to do stone in the background, a stone wall, and so I drew in the stones, and that was before I realized that you needed to have a bit more organization and grout in between them, and so it didn't come out exactly as I would have liked, but it was a part of the learning process, so that's fine. And here at the back I messed it up, so I covered it over with acrylic paint pen, but yeah, on the whole I do like this page. I think it's very pretty. And then this is also one of the earlier pages I did in the book. If I remember correctly, I followed a tutorial, but I cannot remember who the tutorial was by. Here I added in the stone ground and the wood grain for the wood, and here as well. And I cannot remember whose tutorial it was. I'll try and find out, see if I can remember. Okay, so the next page that I've done is the Easter eggs. I did this for Easter last year. So again, it is Inktense for the background and then Prismacolors on top. And it is black gouache paint in the background. I wanted to have a black background to make the eggs shine a bit more. Okay. And then we have two pages that I finished recently. So I finished this one last Halloween. So bit of dirt there. We have the Happy Halloween Boo, and yeah, I'm really pleased with this one. The background for this is my own do-it-yourself distress ink. I find that distress inks dry out very quickly for me, and I was watching a YouTube channel, which I will link in the description, where she made her own distress ink with, I think it's glycerin and watercolor. It's glycerin and watercolor. You mix them together and then you apply it with an applicator, and it gets the exact same effect as distress ink. And so that's what I did for the background. If you're interested, let me know, and I'll perhaps do a tutorial on how to do that. Okay, and then this one I finished at the beginning of this year. It is Inktense for the background. In fact, everything is based with Inktense, and then it's Prismacolors on top. So I got the bread and added in little embellishments, and these look so yummy. Every time I color food, it makes me hungry. So yeah, I like this page too. And right, another one I did last year was this vegetable garden with the cute little bunnies. So I've got my sunset sky. The trees are based with Inktense, and then it's Prismacolors on top. The same for the cucumber plants and for the ground in the carrot patch section. And here too, yes, here's also got Inktense. Just one second, my dog has decided he wants to join in the conversation. Hello, can I do something for you? Yes, I know, your suffering is real. Okay, and so that's the vegetable garden. Okay, and then this one is also an earlier one. Again, I followed a tutorial and I cannot remember who it was by, but I'll try to look it up and add it at the top. Yeah, so I've got my sky and this gorgeous English tea house setting. I think, yeah, another double page, but not a spread. It's 2 individual pages. So here we have the kitchen. So I added in the stonework. Here you can see how much I have improved with my stonework. So if we go back to that earlier page, yes, with my stonework that looked really weird versus my stonework now. So I've definitely improved there. And I also added in this floor. The floor is done with Derwent Graphitint pencils, and everything else is Prismacolor. So here we have the gift giving for Christmas, and also Prismacolors. And here I used Posca to outline the footsteps to make them look a bit more sunken. And yeah, I'm happy with this one as well. And then this is the last page I've done in this book, Crystallis Castle. So I have my sunset sky and the glowing onto the bushes, and then the castle itself. With this page, I started out coloring the rooftops blue. And then I decided that it was going to not look as well with the sunset. And so I erased it and colored it with red on top. If I remember correctly, I based the roofs with Inktense because the blue needed to be covered over. But I actually think the result is pretty good. Okay, so those are my pages in Romantic Country by Eriy. The next book is Romantic Country 2. As I said before, I have all 3 of the Romantic Country series, but I've only colored in the first book, and that was because I, as I said, got it into my head that I would finish coloring one and then move on to the next, but that is a plan that is going out the window because there are pages in this book that I would really like to color. So first of all, we have this page where she's looking out over the lake towards the castle with her luggage, and I love the patches on the luggage. This is a lovely picture, and I want to try and do the water and the sky. Yeah, so I want to color that one. And another one I want to color is this crystal cavern with the stalagmites and stalactites. And so I see this in lots of turquoises and perhaps pink crystals, and then grays, different colored grays for the stalactites and stalagmites. I'm not sure which one's which. And then the boat and the little duck. Okay, another one that I want to color is this double page spread. I saw that Karen from My Colorful Country Life has a tutorial on coloring this page, so I want to give that a try. It's quite detailed and it'll take some time, but yeah, I'm gonna see if I'm up for the challenge. And then another couple that I also want to color are these two. So first we have the Halloween page, Trick or Treating. Yes, I think I've run out of Halloween pages in Romantic Country 1, so I'm going to start with Romantic Country 2's Halloween pages. And then the two cute little owls, one's sleeping and one's just resting. And yeah, I see this as a nighttime scene because of the lantern. Good, so those are the pages in this one. And then we have Romantic Country, the third tale. This is actually a recent purchase. I follow Coloring with Olivier on Patreon, and she has a page where she's colored the dragon, this one. And so I want to try and follow along with her tutorial for this, because this is a bit of an intimidating page, and I want to try and tackle it. And I think that following along with her will be very helpful, and I love learning from her. She's got so many good tips and tricks to share, and so I like learning from her, and so I want to do this one. And so that's why I got this book. And then a couple of other pages that I want to color in this one. So here we have this farmyard with the girl feeding the pig, and I think that this little pig here with his head stuck in the bucket is just totally adorable. And I love this page because of this pig whose head we can't even see because it's in the bucket. But beautiful page. And then another one I want to color is this one. I'm a teacher, and so this appeals to me. So I see it as an old-fashioned classroom, something like out of Anne of Green Gables, with the blackboard that you can write on, and then the children writing with quills. So I like this idea, very old-fashioned school bell. Yeah, so that one appeals to the teacher in me. And then we have another pig. I must be on a pig spree. Anyway, so here we've got the pig riding this ice cream bicycle contraption, and it's so cute. I really love this. So yeah, I want to color that one as well. So yeah, those are the pages in Romantic Country, the third tale, that I want to color. I know that Eriy has several other books out in different formats and different themes, but I first have to color some of these before I can justify getting any more of her books. The next three books in my collection are Chinese coloring books that I bought as a bundle from AliExpress. I saw some YouTube channels showcasing these books. I think Erica from Elm Colors has a couple of them, and so I decided to give them a try. And all I can say is that, oh my, the paper is just fabulous. Okay, so I have these three books. Let's just put these two aside. So as I said, the paper is just magnificent, and I translated the titles of each of the books, and this one is called Intoxicated by Beauty, or Drunk Beauty, or Thinking of Beauty, something like that. And so I have one page colored, and it's this one. So as I said, the paper is fabulous, and it takes all sorts of mediums. So it has watercolor on as a base, and then it's luminance pencils on top. And I really like how I got her shiny pink dress to look like satin. Yeah, so that's one I colored, and here I translated what it says on the side. It says, "Sweet revenge. The wind is warm and the birds are singing, the sun is high and the flowers are shadowy." I'm not sure what that has to do with the moon in this book, but nevertheless, that's what Google Translate translates it as. Anyway, so some other pages that I would like to color are this one. This is the same image that's on the cover. Yeah, so I think it's absolutely gorgeous. So I want to do that one. And then this book has two illustrations of men. And finding men in coloring books is as rare as finding dogs. And so I want to color some more pages that have men because I want to practice doing skin and the body types of male characters. And so I want to try and do this one with the eagle and his flowing robes. And then another man, yes, another male character with the sword. Yeah, and the arm bands and these, I think it's bamboo in the background. Yeah, so another beautiful page that I want to try to color. I will translate when I get to the actual coloring. So this is the next one. It's called the Book of Mountains and Seas, and I think it's got images of mermaids and horses and other images that go with that theme. There's actually one page that I've started in here, and it's this one. I found a picture on Pinterest that would serve as perfect inspiration for this page, and I've added, based on that image, I've added some extra lines for clouds. So here, this is the picture that I found, and I'm going to try and copy this style onto this page. And other pages from here that I want to do are this one, another man, and this looks like Benedict Cumberbatch in that movie Doctor Strange, I think it's called. So this page reminds me of that movie. And then we have another, this one's a merman. So you see so many mermaids, and this one's a merman. So you have the tail and the lotus blossoms, and then a merman instead of a mermaid. And I think that's it. Those are the ones I want to color. Yeah. And the last one I got in that bundle is this one. It's called 100 Fairy Beauties. This one came with a very beautiful poster. Yeah, and then it's got small vignettes of each of the pages so that you can get some inspiration when choosing colors, which is very nice. The other two didn't have this insert. Some pages I'd like to color. So there's this one. I love her fox ears and this orb, which could be a light source to make the rest of the page glow. Or this one with these two sisters. This one looks so sad. Yeah, it's like she's comforting her. So I like this. I would do this in blues. And then we have this one, very cute with the little frog. Maybe the frog princess. Oh, another frog. And the last one in here that I really like is also this one with the orb. And this one's good for mermaid because I think she's a mermaid as well. Because it's koi fish. Yeah, very nice. The next book in my collection is Myth and Magic by Kinoku Craft, and this is a book full of women from fantasy. I'm not sure if they're specific fairy tales, they might be, but what I love about this book is some of the illustrations that are reminiscent of paintings by Botticelli. So, for example, there is this page, which I really want to color, which reminds me of the painting The Birth of Venus. And it's a mermaid. I'm wondering if I'm drawn to it because it's mermaid now. The pages are all one-sided, and so you could use alcohol markers if you don't mind sacrificing the image that is on the left side. It just takes one of the elements from the page and repeats it. So it's very possible to use markers in this book, and the paper is quite thick as well. Yeah, so some of the pages that I want to color besides the mermaid one are this one, the Warrior Queen. The pages have titles here on the bottom, which I really like. So we've got this horse and the queen. There's her crown and her sword. Yeah, Budaika. Yes, she's more of a historical figure than a mythological one. And then we have the Winter Rose. Yes, so here we have the owl and the queen with her crown. And I see this in reds and blues. And I showed that one already. And then there's one more. This one, Griffin and Angel. So we have the angel and the griffin from Greek mythology. So this one is from myth. Yes. Beautiful book. I just need to actually color in it. The last 3 books in my collection are relatively recent purchases. So the first one is The Story of Precious Cats by Nelco Neco. I've seen many beautiful versions of these pages, and that enticed me to get the book. Some of the pages that I'd like to color, of course, yes, being a huge Alice in Wonderland fan, I cannot not want to color the Alice themed pages. So we have the Mad Hatter, cat in the teacup, and yeah, I love coloring animals, so this book is right up my alley. And then we have I think it's probably, I don't know, the Knave of Hearts. Yes, summoning the cards to the Queen's court. Then another one that I want to color is the double page spread of the pirates and their treasure. This is just so cute. It reminds me of the Lost Boys in Peter Pan. So maybe she's Wendy. Yes, and Captain Hook. And then we have this one, the little cats who are having a bath or maybe just swimming in this tub. Oh, just so cute, the little one there with the tummy. So cute. I love this one. And yeah, of course, I'm also a huge steampunk fan, so I have to color the steampunk cat. He looks so Victorian with his top hat and his pocket watch and then the cogs. Yeah, I love anything steampunk, so this one is also calling out to me. The next one is Forest Girl by Aeppol. I'm sure that you've all seen many flip-throughs and even colored pages from this gorgeous book. It is really magnificent. The paper is just so thick. And I know that it takes all different kinds of mediums, watercolor, pencils. I know that this Korean trend of putting the inspiration picture on the left, or the artist's original work on the left, and then having the line art on the right is controversial. Some people really love this idea of trying to recreate the original artwork in the colored page, and other people would prefer to do their own thing. I think I'm somewhere in the middle. I think there are some pages that I would really like to try to recreate the image, maybe change 1 or 2 things, but other pages where I would want to do my own thing. So yeah, I don't really have any specific pages that I really want to color. I love all of them. They're all just so beautiful, and it goes according to the seasons. So maybe this is a book that I could try and color from beginning to end, starting with the fall. I think this is a fall page. Yeah, perhaps I would do that. I don't know, I have to get up the courage to pick pages and actually color them, because this book is so beautiful, I wouldn't want to destroy it. Anyway, we'll see. And last but not least, the final book in my collection of Asian artists is Wild Mouse Yururi's Journey by Makiko Inatome. And this book is just a work of art. I absolutely adore it. This cute little mouse on his adventures is so appealing. And I know this is a very popular book as well. And it took me time to convince myself that I really needed it. But eventually I was convinced. And I've even colored a page. Which is unusual for me for books that I recently purchased, but I just had to color the mushrooms for autumn. So yeah, on this page I used Castle Arts pencils, and then I used soft pastels for the background, and gold metallic paint over the edge and around the season plate, and then flecks of gold paint onto the actual image. So yeah, I like the way this page came out. And some of the other pages that I really want to color are this one, the mouse, and I think it's a penguin. Yes, so Yururi holding the leaf above his penguin friend so that they don't get wet in the rain. Just adorable. And then we have, oops. Yes, I love lighthouses. Yes, so I just have to color this lighthouse page. So here we have Yururi and his little friend at the beach, beneath the cliffs with the lighthouse and the waves. Yeah, so maybe, maybe I'll color this next month, summer. Yeah, and another one. We have this one. This one is one of the rare books that has both a lighthouse and a dog in it. Two of my favorite things. So here we have this little dog. I think it's a dog. Or is that Yururi? I'm not sure. Oh, Yururi and his little friend are there, but the pilot is definitely a dog. Yeah, so they're in the plane and they're flying over the lighthouse and the ocean. Yeah, in the background. And then this one I just have to do for Halloween. Yururi and his friends in costumes, Halloween costumes. Oh, cute little bat. And then the moon, oranges and purples. Yeah, and greens for this page. Yes. Okay, so that is my collection of Asian artists. Thank you so much for joining me as I flip through all of them. You definitely have a lot of patience if you've sat through this whole video. Anyway, so if you enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you like the channel, it would be wonderful if you subscribed. So I hope to see you soon as I finish off my book collection. Bye.